Heel turns in professional wrestling serve several purposes, from refreshing the character, to creating new feuds, to generating more emotion and fan investment. Heel turns are essential to stopping a character from becoming stale if they remain in the same role for too long. A heel turn allows for them to reinvent their character, develop a new personality, explore fresh storylines, and build new stars. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm your boy Joshua Freeman, and today I'm going to direct the heel turns of Trick Williams when he goes to the main roster and Kelani in NXT. Trick Williams showed his darker side this week on NXT when he pushed the referee out of the way, forcing a disqualification during his match with Wes Lee. Trick was still mad about losing his title and Theory and Waller getting a title shot. And Trick showing more of his darker side is a good switch up from the all-loving babyface Trick Williams from NXT. And this could also be a prerequisite to his storyline when he gets caught up to the main roster. And this is how I would direct Trick going to the main roster. First, just like Kelani, I would have Trick continue to move closer to the dark side with certain statements he makes each week. Then after Vengeance Day, when Oba retains the title versus Theory and Waller, Trick could come and attack Oba after the match, further confirming the heel turn. Then, not too long after Vengeance Day, Trick finally gets his rematch against Oba and is beat clean. Then, after not seeing Trick Williams for a couple of weeks, he shows up on the main roster teamed up with Melo as his backup. Melo has been getting punked since being on the main roster.
So when two people are talking around here, we wait our turn.
And what Melo needs, especially as a heel, is a partner that can help get Melo some respect. So while Trick is making statements confirming he's turning heel, Melo could be sending cocky messages to the other wrestlers talking about he knows a guy who has his back and that he also shouldn't mess with him. I believe this helps a couple of things. First, this helps Melo with becoming more relevant while on the main roster since he hasn't been doing anything as of now. And second, this could help Trick Williams' momentum going from NXT to the main roster, and would not cause him to fall into the same circle of irrelevancy that Melo fell into when he was first called up. So you put Melo and Trick together, whom already has a history with each other, and make them a heel tag team on the main roster. The one downside to this though would be that Trick Williams would have to change his theme music. And yes, I know, but it won't be gone forever. Eventually, as Melo and Trick's tag team grows over time, Trick should then turn back babyface against Melo because he then starts to feel like Melo is using him. And then that first entrance as a babyface, he can bring the OG music back and the crowd will have a huge pop yelling, "Please welcome Trick Williams!" Next, a little later on in the night, Kelani continued her heel turn as she clapped back at Carmen, right after costing Jada her match the week prior. And the Kelani heel turn will be interesting to see as a babyface Kelani is too similar to a babyface Bailey. Both of them are good in the ring, but the character is boring. So it'll be interesting to see just where Kelani's story goes when she does end up turning heel. And here's how I would direct her heel turn at NXT. First, it seems Kelani will continue her feud with Jada Parker and end up winning. I mean, Jada didn't even show up this week after Kelani costed her match last week, so I doubt she'll win this feud. And it's unfortunate because Jada needs a push in some way or fashion. Nevertheless, after Kelani wins her feud with Jada, she should then move into the women's NXT title picture with Julia. I think Kelani and Julia in a feud would be good. Then, sometime in the future, Kelani should win the belt from Julia and capture her first women's NXT title. Then, after she's done with Julia, she should then get into a feud with Stephanie Valkyrie, and then later down the line eventually lose her title to her. And I think this would do great for Kelani winning if she does turn heel, and will provide her with a great push. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think this could be good heel turns for Trick Williams and Kelani? Also, let me know which feud you want me to direct next. But until then, this is Joshua Freeman from Two Smart Marks Wrestling Show. I'm gonna see you guys in the next match.